Her message lit up my phone at 10:43 p.m. I'll be staying at David's tonight. Don't wait up. No apology. No hesitation. Just a statement. Like she was letting me know she'd be late from work. I stared at the screen until its glow faded, then typed back a single line. Thanks for letting me know. That was the last easy breath she thought she'd ever take from me. We met 12 years ago on a rainy campus. She had an umbrella. I didn't. She tilted it my way, smiled, and asked which class I was late for. That small kindness wrapped me up. She made me believe in partnership, made me build a life around trust. For years, we were solid, or so I thought. Trips, dinners, whispered jokes under sheets. I would have sworn she was incapable of betrayal. That was my first mistake, believing someone else's loyalty was guaranteed. The signs began small. A sudden protectiveness over a phone. Laughter behind a locked bathroom door. A perfume I didn't recognize clinging to late-night clothes. I tried to explain them away. Stress at work. A new friend I wanted to trust. Then came the slip. A name, half mumbled in sleep. David. Not a co-worker, not a cousin. David. I didn't confront her. Not then. Confrontation gives power. Silence collects it. So I watched, waited, learned. I read messages she forgot to clear, traced her patterns, mapped her lies like a chessboard. Thursday nights. Business trips, ending at addresses I had checked, culminating in tonight's message. So brazen it nearly made me laugh. Revenge doesn't come from rage. Rage is sloppy. Revenge comes from clarity. At 11:05 p.m., I opened the closet. Hangers slid free, with a sharp scrape. Dresses, blouses, coats, shoes. Her entire wardrobe collapsed into boxes, folded, packed, taped shut. Each seal felt like a nail closing a coffin. By midnight, my trunk was full. I drove through empty streets, headlights cutting shadows, until I reached David's neat townhouse. Lights off, curtains drawn. Perfect. I stacked every box at his door. Clothes, shoes, the jewelry I'd given her last anniversary. Even her toothbrush. A life condensed into cardboard. Delivered like a package neither of them had ordered. On the top box, I left a note. Since you're staying here, you'll need these. I didn't ring the bell. I didn't knock. I just drove home, silence thick around me. The first call came at 3:07 a.m. Her name lit the screen. I let it ring. 3:09, 3:11. Finally, I answered. Her voice was jagged with panic. Where are my things? Why are my clothes at David's? What did you do? I waited, letting the calm in my silence speak. Then I said, I thought you'd need them. You told me where you'd be. The silence that followed was heavier than anything I'd felt. I could almost hear her mind turning. The sudden realization of what David must think. Waking to find her husband had delivered her life to his doorstep. The cracks in her perfect little fantasy spreading fast. You humiliated me, she whispered. No, I said. You did that yourself. I just turned on the lights. Morning came. She stumbled in at 6, mascara smeared, hair disheveled. Not the woman who used to share quiet dawn coffee with me. She looked smaller, exposed. She started with anger, accusations. I let her burn it out. Then she crumbled into apologies, tears sliding down her cheeks, promises that it meant nothing, that she wanted us. I listened, expressionless. She kept searching for cracks in my resolve, until she realized there were none. Finally, I slid a folder across the table. Divorce papers already drawn, already signed by me. Her name was the only blank. Her hand trembled. You planned this. Yes, I said. From the night I knew. You thought you were clever. I was patient. David didn't last. Men like him enjoy stolen moments, not the responsibility that follows. By the time she realized, the damage was irreversible. Her reputation, her comfort, her security, gone. As for me, I didn't shout. I didn't beg. I didn't fight to keep what had already rotted. I simply walked out of the house I paid for, the house I will soon legally own, without her in it. Sometimes people ask if I regret not exploding when I found out. If I regret not throwing her phone against the wall, not screaming her betrayal into the night. No, that would have made me small, temporary, forgettable. What I did instead made me unforgettable. She will carry the memory of those boxes on David's porch longer than she ever carried love for him. And I carry nothing at all.